One question that has come up a lot in my how-to YouTube videos has been, how do you edit? That is one of the hardest things to really get a handle on if you're new to creating videos. So today I decided that I am going to walk you through editing one of my actual videos so you can see exactly how I do it using Adobe Rush. Coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and live well in retirement. Well, today I'm going to be talking about editing your videos. If you're starting a YouTube channel, editing can be one of the most intimidating parts of it. But I'm going to walk you through and edit an actual video. It's actually one of my organization videos that's going to go up tomorrow. And so we're going to walk through it together. Now, one of the things that a lot of people do when they first start out, it doesn't matter if they're doing informational videos like I do, where I sit and talk to people about various things, or if they're doing vlogs of their life or talking about various things. Most people start out with a talking head video where you're stationary in some way most of the time. Those are actually the easiest videos to edit. They're the easiest to film and record too. And so I am going to walk you through editing the talking head portion of the video. The video we're going to be editing is 10 items to organize your life under $20. And in those videos, I also have photos included of various products that I'm talking about. So I'm also going to show you how to do that. One of the first steps beyond the talking head video most people have is either including a small clip of something or including products that they're talking about or various things that they have photographs of that they're talking about. And that's really simple too, but it's just a little bit of a step above talking head. But we're going to do both of those items, and I'm just going to talk you through what I do. Now, there are much simpler ways to do what I do, even using this software. This is just how I do it. When I started doing videos for YouTube, I had never, ever done any kind of video editing at all. And so every bit of it was new to me. I chose to use Adobe Rush simply because it's a really stripped down version of Adobe Premiere. And when you go out to look at how-to videos, a lot of what you'll see is Adobe Premiere, and it's very intimidating. But there's a lot of stuff in that program that you don't need starting out. And Adobe Rush is a really good introduction. It gets you started. It gives you some basic tools that you can play with, and I'm going to talk about those. And it lets you get done what you need to get done very efficiently and very quickly. Now, as you all know, I record all my videos with a camera, not with my phone. And so my videos are on an SD card. The organization video that I already recorded is on this little SD card. So that's your first task. Put your SD card in your computer. And when you first pull up Adobe Rush, this is what it looks like. And you just click on Create a New Project. And basically, this is going to be, I title it 10 Items Under $20. And I will go to my desktop and get my intro. Y'all have all seen my intro that says Retirement Rescue. I have it stored on my desktop, so I'll click on that. That's one. And then I'll go over to my SD card. And I will click on that. Obviously, this SD card has tons of stuff, and it's the last thing I recorded. So, and then you'll click Create. And it takes a minute for it to come up. Dun, 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 dun. And this is what it looks like. While this is coming up, I'm going to kind of walk you through what you're seeing here, what the environment is. Over here, right here, This is where you can expand the audio. I always do that first. And it'll take a minute for the audio to populate, but that allows you to actually see the audio as well as hear it when you're going through it. You want to be able to see it. Now let's talk a little bit about this environment. Your video will come up right here. In fact, I'll show you. That's my little intro. This is where your video comes up. And these are your basic tools. This advances, forward, run, and it tells you what they are. But I'm going to run through this right quick. This is your play pause button. You can go backward 1 frame, forward 1 frame. You can go to previous edit point. And you can go to the next edit point. So it allows you to skip ahead, which is great. Over here on the side, this is where you can add your graphics, titles, things of that nature. You can add special effects. You can grade your color. If the color of your video isn't as pleasing as you would like, you can change it using the sliders in this. It also allows you to speed up and slow down. One of the things people assume when they start doing videos is that in order to do fast motion or slow motion, you have to record it that way. And you don't. You can absolutely do that in post-production. If you all watched the adventure video I just did and uploaded yesterday actually, that has the elk in it, you know, partway through that clip of that video, it's the Cheap Mini Adventures is the name of the video. But as you're seeing some of that scenery, and when I get to the elk, I slow it down. And that was done completely with this little function. Also, if you watched my video where I talked about packing light for 5 days, at the end of that video, I have a speed clip where I'm speed packing. That was also done with this little function. It's super functional, very easy. You don't have to record fast motion or slow motion in your camera. You can do all of that in this program. This is the audio function, and it allows you to do numerous things. If your sound is not high enough, it allows you to increase the sound or lower it if you're too loud. It allows you to remove some background noise and do numerous different things with your sound. So that's really great too. This crop and rotate is super, you'll actually see me use that in this video that we're doing right now, where the portion where you see me talking to the camera is actually cropped and rotated down to just part of the screen where you can see the software behind it. So that's where I use that function. Now let's get to editing. Now once the audio comes up, and you can see right here where you have dead space, where you're actually talking, this allows you to easily and quickly move clip to clip. This is where I start talking. I click pause. I click my little scissors right here. I click on that clip and I delete it. Okay? Now this is the part I want to keep. So today we're going to be talking about 10 items under $20 that will help you organize your life. And I pause it right there, cut with my little scissors, and I move this in front of my intro. That will be my opening teaser, and then my intro plays, and then comes the actual video portion. So we keep editing from that point. I edit out anything like this that is just dead space. Now, when I start talking, what I'll do is I'll pause it and I'll back it up just enough so it looks natural. That's what you use your frame back up or frame go forward for, so you can get it more exact, so it doesn't feel as choppy. If you go back and even look at some of my early videos where I was editing, it's very choppy because I really hadn't learned to use that frame forward and frame backward to get it at just the point it doesn't sound weird, you know. So those are really functional. That's frame backward right here and frame forward right here. Now, one of the things you'll notice is I don't stop and put in the pictures while I'm doing it. I always edit all the talking head part first. That keeps you from having to move other stuff around when you move those clips around. That can get really problematic. So I edit all of the talking head videos so I know exactly how long the video is going to be. And then I go back and put in my photographs of these various products when I finish that talking head portion. One of the things that you'll really discover by practicing editing and editing your own videos is how to record them better. And a lot of that has to do with how fast you talk. I talked on another how-to YouTube video about talking too fast and how you need to slow down. Not only does that not help your audience, it does, but it also helps you when you're going back and trying to edit. If you talk really fast and never take a breath, it is very difficult to edit that effectively. It's always going to look really, really choppy. So being able to speak slowly and take your time allows you to remove a lot of that chop. It gives you a more natural flow. And a lot of times it'll look like you almost did it in one take, when really you didn't. You were able to cut out the dead air. But how you speak makes a big difference when you go into edit. And here again, you're going to realize that when you do your practice edits, how big a deal that is. Now basically, this is exactly what you do all the way through the end of this video. All the way through the end of your clip is you go through, and it's very stop and start, but you cut your clip, you go to the next place where you want to start, you cut that, you highlight that clip, and you delete it. That's all you do over and over and over till the end of that video. Now once you get to the end of the talking head video, we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Now I'm probably going to speed up the rest of this video through the talking head portion so I can show you the next portion. Now one thing I do want to talk about really quickly is what happens if, let's just say you're working on this clip right here. What happens if you accidentally, oh my goodness, delete it? Well, all you have to do is, number one, don't panic. It's okay. No matter what you do, if you make a mistake, stop right then. Go up to this. Now there's two edits here. There's one here and one here. You want to go to the top one and click undo. And it will magically reappear. So as long as you stop right then and you don't panic and you just click undo, you can undo anything you just messed up. Doesn't matter what it is. Now that we have all of the talking head portion edited down, this is now 9 minutes and 9 seconds long. Now I will go back and start adding the pictures of each of these products. And let me show you how I do that. I'm going to go back to where I need to place the first one. Now, I'm going to need this placed at 36 seconds, roughly. That's what it, whoops, right here. This is where I need it placed at 36 seconds. So I will go up here and I will click Add Media. And I will click on Your Media. And this allows you to go anywhere. So I will go to where I saved the pictures. I saved the pictures ahead of time. I went to Amazon and I just clipped out the pictures of these various products that I'm going to be talking about, and I saved them in my file for this video. And so they're already ready for me to pull into this video. I just have to go and do it. Now let me show you where I go. I have them on my external drive. There's a lot of files on here, needless to say. There we go. 10 items under $20. These are all the photos for all the things that I'm going to be putting in here. The first one is the tote bag hanger. I'll click that and I'll click Add. It normally adds it. You see this right here at the end of the clip where you're wanting it. You can left click on this little orange space, which is your photograph. You bring it up here and then you'll put it where you want it, which is at 36 seconds. Let's go back a little bit. You'll put your clip at 36 seconds. So you see this little red arrow that allows you to expand your clip so it stays on the screen while I'm talking about it for as long as you want. Let's just put it there for right now. And one of the things I'm going to do is I want this photograph to be next to me, basically covering up this picture instead of covering up the whole screen. So for that to happen, I go up here and I click on the actual picture, and then I slide in these bars and it will size down the picture of what I'm talking about. And I like that size. So now I play it just to see if it's on there for long enough or I need to extend it or whatever.
Is tote bag organizers. We all have bags. We have totes. We have everything. And these bags can really clutter things up.
So that's about right. So I will go to the next one.
Because it hangs a roll keeper organizer.
Now that'll go at 119 is where I want that. The roll keeper organizer is right here. So I'll just click on that picture. I'll add it right there. It adds it right behind this clip. I'll drag it up and I'll put it in at 119. I'll have to move it over a little bit. And then I'll use my little arrow to expand it. Okay? To expand it like that. I'll click on this. On the picture of it, and use this little button to size it down. And basically when I'm sizing it down, I am holding down the left key and I'm dragging it, just like you do when you're dragging this up here. That's about right. I like that there. So now let me play it. Play that little clip.
Number 2, versatile. You can use it in your craft room.
And basically I'll go through the entire video and I'll put the other 8 items in there exactly like that. So let me do that and I will show you, I'll fast motion it so you don't have to sit through the whole thing, but I'll fast motion it, and then when we get to the end, we're going to, and we have everything like we want it, then I'm going to show you what to do. Now, once you have listened to your video all the way through and you are sure that it is exactly like you want it, that's when you render that video. Now let's talk about this just for a second. When you put the video together, basically the program has just made a note of where everything is until you decide it's like you want it. It is not one actual video until you export it from this program. At any time before you export it, if you were to go back and delete some of those pictures from where they're originally stored, it would disappear from your video because you haven't exported and rendered it as a full video yet. So that is the final step. When you get everything like you like it, this is what you do. In this particular program, you go up to where it says share. It allows you to name the file. $20. It also allows you to tell the program where you want it to be stored. In this case, I want it stored in the file, 10 items under $20. I select that folder. So I'm telling the program, this is where you store it, this is what you call it. Once everything is ready, you click export. Now basically what it's going out and doing is gathering a copy of everything you wanted in this video and putting it all together in a consolidated video clip. And it will store that clip where you've told it to store it. Now once this right here says done, once it says done, that means your video clip is ready to upload. So you can at that time go to where it's stored, not from this program, but where it's stored, the full video clip. You can go to that clip and upload that to YouTube. Now technically you can upload, theoretically, directly from this program to YouTube. I do not have mine set up that way. I live rurally. My internet is very intermittent. I have to go to another location to upload videos, or it would take hours and hours and hours because the upload speed isn't very good where I live. So I don't do it that way. And I want to be sure I have a good copy of that video. I want to be sure it's stored somewhere. So this is just the way I do it. There are easier and faster ways to do it. Maybe you can find a better way, but this is just what I do. And here again, I'm a novice video editor, and if I can do it, so can you. So don't let the idea of video editing really trip you up. You're really just cutting out the dead spots, smashing everything together, and then exporting it to a full video. That's all you're doing. And it's very, very effective. So it doesn't matter which program you choose to use. There's lots of tutorials for every kind of program out on YouTube, out on every manufacturer has their own tutorials. So don't let that intimidate you. Get you some videos to practice with first. Once you practice with those videos, it will give you the confidence to start editing things and actually getting finished videos up on your own YouTube channel. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe. And I'll see you next time.